We are currently flying over the little town of Cambria as we make our way north along the California coastline. And back in the golden era of Micah Flies in mid-pandemic, when I was taking requests, people were like, hey, can you fly over the Hearst Castle? Can you fly over the Hearst Castle? And at the time, I had a helicopter that didn't really lend itself to long-distance flight. But now we do. Our helicopter is much quicker and it accommodates a family. And so we're flying all the way up the California coastline to Napa. And along the way, we're going to fly past the Hearst Castle.
Because it's a really good idea to go check it out from the sky.
It sure is. I can see why an eccentric millionaire would want to build an estate up here. Oh my gosh, off the notes here. Now that's a house. Woo!
Would you call it a castle, though?
That's the problem. You build a house like that, and you're like, we build a really nice house. And you're like, you know, you live right next to the Hearst Castle? While we're making our way up to the Hearst Castle, let me quickly thank Flying Eyes Sunglasses. I don't come from money, so this is a self-funded thing, and it's not always easy, but it's easier with a great sponsor like Flying Eyes. Sweetie, tell them about the Flying Eyes Sunglasses.
I'm wearing the Flying Eyes ophthalmic line of glasses, which have the same features I love in the aviation frames. It has super thin temples, so they're comfortable under a headset. They're super bendable because they are made of resilamide, which is an extremely durable material, and they don't impede the noise cancellation properties of my headset because they're so thin and light. And they do this. What?
Yeah, the ophthalmic line have that cool magnetic front that's optional, so you can have normal glasses or sunglasses in the same frame, which is really neat. I'm wearing the Kestrels right now with the mirrored rose front, and I really love how they look. I've got great optical clarity, and I believe, are those cows off the nose? Oh no, those are zebras. I'm not kidding, those are zebras.
Oh my goodness! Are we getting close to Hearst Castle then?
When you get to an eccentric animal like a zebra, because we don't have a lot of those in North America, you know you're getting close. Zebras.
When Hearst Castle was privately owned by William Randolph Hearst, lots of animals lived there, including bison, deer, antelope, zebras, elk, camels, kangaroos, and giraffes.
That's back when you could just be like, I was going to say back when you could be rich and weird, but I don't know if that's changed. It's like, well, we didn't have spacecraft back then, so the best you could do was a herd of zebra. I remember coming to the Hearst Castle, and I have almost zero recollections of specifics other than, boy, that's fancy. And to what end, also? I mean, it's like, on one hand, like it's a real feat of engineering and effort and money and that kind of stuff. Also, completely unsustainable endeavor. It was really, really silly to try and build a place that you just couldn't maintain. It's a little like owning a helicopter. Even if you can afford to get it, can you afford to keep it? And the answer was no. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't his family, William Randolph Hearst's family, immediately hand over the estate once he died?
They did. Did you determine that maintenance costs were the issue?
I believe maintenance costs would probably be the issue. Look, this is a pretty good reveal. So we've got a hillside in front, and then we've got the Hearst Castle behind it. Very nice. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly directly over the top, and then after that, we'll do a lap and put you on camera side so you can see how things look. I will say that does have castle vibes. I'm definitely getting castle vibes here. Let's do a nice right over the top kind of flight. I mean, yeah, that looks pretty fancy. That looks like a religious building or something along those lines. Very impressive. And now, I'm going to turn around, and we're just going to do a little lap.
It is pretty cool that you're allowed to just fly over it.
Yeah, if you look at the map, there's nothing that says you can't fly around it. But I mean, I think good taste means you wouldn't, like, do a bunch of repeated laps and, bother the people who are there.
I mean, this is not inspired by good taste, sweetie. Let's do a lot of laps.
That's a pretty good point. Like, look, if you didn't bring taste to the building of it, why should we bring taste to the flying arounding of it?
I'm kidding you guys.
Yeah. It's a pretty classy place, but it's also a little ornate, I guess. Yeah, have you guys been to the Hearst Castle? What was your experience, and would you live in a place like that? I mean, if you had, like, obscene wealth. Oh, I guess maybe the bigger question is, would you go Hearst Castle or your own spaceship, as is the modern way? On this side, we have the pool. That's pretty cool.
And is this where you plan to flee in a zombie apocalypse?
We have a friend who that was her plan. It's like, well, when everything goes to hell, I'm going to go to the Hearst Castle.
But I feel like this is probably a popular destination.
Oh, yeah, totally. Although there's a little spot there where we could lay a helicopter down, so.
Okay, we just have to get here first, sweetie.
Look at that. Wow. Okay, that's an angle on it. Jeez. Okay. I think we've probably worn out our welcome. So I'm going to do one more little pass over the top, and then we're going to mosey right along.
Worn out +1.
So, did you guys just say you can land a helicopter there?
Yeah, there's definitely the space to do so.
Wow.
What do you think, girl? You like...
Coming out the
It's, yeah.
Does it look like a castle to you?
Yeah, it looks like a castle with a princess, and it probably is.
It probably is. Yeah, I can see why, if you just had all the money in the world, which, you know, William Randolph Hearst certainly did, that this would be a great place to build something. I mean, like overlooking the ocean, the solitude, plenty of room for your crazy to run free, along with your herd of zebras. Not a bad lifestyle if you can get it. Sweetie, were there any salient facts about the Hearst Castle that you wanted to share real quick before we move along?
Known formally as La Cuesta Encantada, Spanish for the Enchanted Hill. It was conceived of by William Randolph Hearst, the publishing tycoon, and his architect, Julia Morgan, the first woman architect licensed in California.
Oh, it was designed by a woman.
It was.
Awesome.
It was built between the year 1919 and 1947. 1947 is when William Randolph Hearst was forced to leave due to health reasons. So it was being built the entire time he lived there.
Oh, that's funny.
His goal was to make the castle a museum of the best things I can secure, and he sure did.
Good job, William Randolph Hearst. If you guys like this video, feel free to hit the like button. If you'd like to see more of these videos, you can hit subscribe. And yeah, I think this was a fun one. I'm glad we got to check out the Hearst Castle, albeit briefly, from the sky. And we're going to keep moving northbound. And we're doing a series of videos as we fly northbound along the California coastline. So look for more of this kind of stuff coming soon. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Cheers.